Assalamualaikum warahmatullahi wabarakatuh. Okay, in my video this time I will tell you about the conflict between Israel and Palestine. Nearly 3,000 people have been killed and more than 10,000 injured on board the Palestine and Israel cities in the Israel-Hamas war this week. The Palestine Ministry of Health reported that around 1,500 Palestinians and more than 7,000 were injured. The Israeli side stated that around 1,300 Israelis were killed and around 3,400 were injured. Of course, this is a humanitarian tragedy that is very sad and cannot be allowed due to the prolonged Israel-Palestine conflict since the establishment of the State of Israel. What are the roots of the Israel-Palestine conflict? The Israel-Palestine conflict is one of the most protracted and complex conflicts in the modern world. It has deep historical root of more than a century and continue to affect the lives of millions of people in the Middle East. To understand the onion the and fight and violence in the region, we must look deep into the historical, political, and cultural factors that have contributed to the Israeli-Palestine conflict. The roots of the Israel-Palestine conflict can be traced back to the late 19 years. The roots of the Israel-Palestine conflict can be traced back to the late 19 years and early 20 years. Countries when the Zionism movement, which sought to establish a Jewish homeland, began to gain momentum. The pamphlet "The Jewish State", written by Theodor Herzl, an Austrian-Hungarian Jew, is often seen as the foundation document of modern political Zionism. The movement was to establish a Jewish homeland in Palestine, which at the time was part of the Ottoman Empire. For centuries, the Palestinian territories were inhabited by a majority Arab population, including Palestinian Arabs, Jews, and Christian communities. Tensions began to rise in the region as Jewish immigration to Palestine increased. The Balfour Declaration issued by the British government in World War expressed support for the establishment of a national home for the Jewish people in Palestine. This declaration further exacerbated conflict over land and unity between communities in the Palestine territories. The root of nationalism and identity. Nationalism plays an important role in the Israeli-Palestine conflict. The rise of Jewish and Palestine nationalist movement contributed to the clash of identities and aspiration. Jewish nationalism or Zionism sought to create a Jewish state in Palestine, while Palestinian nationalism aimed to maintain Arab identity and the right to defend their land. During the war period, Jewish immigration to Palestine increased and tension rose as Palestine and Jewish community began to compete for control of Palestine land. The struggle for territory and identity deepened the gulf between Jews and Palestinians and ultimately laid the foundation for the prolonged and bloody conflicts that followed. The root of the partition of Palestine and the creation of Israel, the decisions to partition Palestine into a separate Jewish state and an Arab state were kept as turning point in the Israeli-Palestine conflict. This partition was accepted by Jewish leaders but rejected by Arab leaders. As a result, there was a major war between Jewish forces and Arab forces. The State of Israel was officially established. This resulted in the mass expulsion of about 1 million Palestinian Arab from Palestine and the creation of Jewish majority state in the land of Palestine. This event known as the Nakba catastrophe is to this day a very painful memory for Palestine. Over the decades, many international efforts have been made to reach a peaceful solution to the Israel-Palestine conflict. The also accord created the Palestinian Authority and a roadmap for negotiation. However, subsequent peace agreements have often failed to produce a final solution. How is resolution core issues such as the status of Jerusalem, the right of return of Palestinian refugees, and the borders of a Palestine-Israel state remain controversial and unresolved. Thus, it can be argued that the Israel-Palestine conflict is deeply rooted in the historical, political, cultural factors that have shaped the modern Middle East and Western intervention. Understanding its origin is critical to finding a path to peace and coexistence. The conflict, the story of the conflict, the rule of nationalism, and the struggle for territory by both sides continue to challenge international leaders and organizations to work towards a sustainable settlement. Despite these sermons, Collins remains a moral obligation for the world to seek a just and sustainable solution that fulfills the legitimate right and aspiration of both sides, Israel and Palestine. Okay, today I want to conduct an interview with one of the people who will be the Russian person, namely Rahmi. Okay, the topic as we know at this time is Palestine. How do you feel about the conflict between Israel and Palestine?
The conflict between Israel and Palestine is complex and controversial. A just and stable solution requires robust dialogue, international cooperation, and commitment from all parties to achieve a stable peace.
What are the daily living conditions in conflict-affected areas?
Daily living condition is areas affected by the Israel-Palestine conflict area experiencing clash.
What are the possible solutions to achieve sustainable peace?
Solution to achieve stable peace between Israel and Palestine require a comprehensive approach and commitment for all parties involved.